Now everybody sing that shit. Now everybody sing that shit. Johnny always lock a nigga down, knowing damn well we don't wanna see the box like Manny Pacquiao. Little nigga made with the size, ride like Pac in his prime, tuck like this now on radar.
What is this music?
Radars, reminiscing when the LA radars. What's in my home? Step back fitted on my uncle's dome. Step back fitted, step back fitted, step back fitted on my uncle's dome. Step back fitted, step back fitted, step back fitted on my uncle's dome.
What is up?
Step back fitted, step back fitted on my uncle's dome. Step back fitted, step back.
I hope I'm on the right channel, child. I never know where I am.
I'm addicted to Westside.
I'm like the absent-minded professor. I just come in like, am I in the right room? What is up? Hey, North DeKalb. That's Kendra Lamar. Hold on. I wanted to play Trust Issues, but I had the wrong. Yes, you got. Look, I just want to shout out to everybody on Patreon, okay? Because when I say we just had a Patreon party over there, we had our little giveaway for the Black Blogs Matter shirt. Shout out to Queen73. Queen73, you haven't responded to your email yet. I asked you to send me your size. The other Patreons are really in their feelings because you weren't in the chat. So I'm going to give you a couple of days, until you just respond. I know everybody busy. It's the first of the month. But, this ain't hype enough either. I don't like this song. Hold on. That's The Weeknd. I guess I'm on one, child. I'll be on one. Hey. I'm on one. Okay, so first of all, I don't know. I need my trap beat back. I need some trap music. Let me see if this gonna work. I guess that'll do it. I done changed the music 3 times. I'm DJ Michelle Shell today. You said I'm drinking. JT, you made it in here, JT. Y'all got y'all bottles. Y'all got y'all wine. Y'all got y'all bottles. I don't have but a little bit left. But we good. I'm drinking water right now. Shout out to Juno in the chat. I see you. What is the topic? Did you not read the description? I made a point of typing the description. The title of the video: Best Friends Forever are Lifelong Foes. Can betrayal be forgiven? Can it? Can you get over being betrayed? If your good friend or somebody thought was your good friend stabbed you in the back, ran over you with a truck, backed up, ran over you again, tried to embarrass you online, lied about you, said you put some pills in people's drink and was gonna drug them, said that you were gonna tackle you, she was pregnant and you tackled her coming out the closet, invited somebody that you didn't like to their party. Let me know, can you forgive? What can be forgiven and what cannot? Do you hold grudges? Do you let something slide? I just want to know, shout out, who is Mr. Debonair? Is he in here? Because Mr. Debonair was over on Patreon, honey. He was trying to get all the junkie Dineva tea out of me. He was trying to get all the tea that he was asking me about, all the craziness. And look, I answered him because we was over on Patreon. But the questions that he asked me kind of sparked that, because people were like, well, if, y'all were to sit and talk, do you think you could ever be friends again? And my answer was absolutely, positively not. And that's in my case. Now, I don't know about Nene and Cynthia. I don't know about Kandi and Phaedra. I don't know about these people who kind of are kind of co-workers, but they friends on the side and that kind of thing. But then it's let me just dive right in. Let me see what y'all saying in this chat right there. What's up, Leandrus? Envy me greatly. I had to forgive, but I also told her to kiss my arse. I guess that was my point. Let me just say this. I honestly feel like with friendships, with any type of relationship, love, friends or otherwise, there needs to be a compromise, a give and take between two people, right? So if one person betrays the other person, or the other person feels betrayed by the other person, and whatever it is, whether it was intended, whether it was malicious, whatever the situation is, it's up to the person who betrayed the person A. Let's say person B is the betrayer, B for betrayal. It's up to person B to kind of make amends. I mean, if that friendship is repairable. Like, so if something was to happen, let's talk about Cynthia and Nene for a second. If Cynthia went, was busted sneaking behind Nene's back to invite Kenya to the party, knowing that Nene and Kenya don't really mess with each other, and then Nene and them busted her on on tape with Kandi whispering, let's be on the same page now, let's get on the same story. So it was what was perceived to be a betrayal from one person, right? So if the other person, i.e. Cynthia, who is the betrayal, doesn't make amends with the betrayed, that there seems to be like, there wasn't a friendship, or there isn't a friendship worth repairing. Now, if the betrayed person goes to the person who did the betraying, let me get my shit straight. The person who did the betraying goes to the person they betrayed and says, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do it. It wasn't intended in the way you thought it was intended. And the person accepts that apology and they move on, then, maybe they were really friends. But some people aren't friends in the first place. Some people have an agenda when it comes to their friendship or their relationship with a particular person. And I feel like once they do certain things, i.e. don't pay the rent, don't pay the rent, go online and try to smear your name and your brand, do all kind of things like that. Look, leak phone conversations, leak texts. Then I feel like they weren't actually friends in the first place. But, sometimes, there are things that friendships can recover from. Is it not? Is it not? I don't know if I can necessarily forgive a friend who, leaked my texts and phone conversations and things like that. That's not a friend. That's somebody who's collecting data to use against you. Now, all this other stuff, let's talk about, like, say, Phaedra and Kandi. Phaedra and Kandi were, like, really, really good friends at one point. Is my understanding that Phaedra helped Kandi, back in the day when she needed to go after Block for child support. Phaedra was there helping her with the legal matters and all that stuff, because, Kandi was the alleged side chick back in the day, messing with that married man who had kids of his own. And once she got pregnant, he didn't want to have nothing to do with the child. But, that's old news. This history can't rewrite it. But it happened. So Phaedra, from my understanding, was there during that period of time. This was before Housewives. Housewives happened. Phaedra joined the show. Her and Kandi were really cool. They used to double date. She allegedly introduced Kandi to Todd. Todd was friends with Apollo. They used to hang out, but when it got to the situation where Kandi was hiding Apollo's things in the garage, when Phaedra already was upset because he was stealing money from the old people and she didn't know it, allegedly, she was in her feelings. So is that a reason to hold a grudge? I don't know, maybe. Phaedra felt it was, and even though she was friendly co-workers with Kandi, y'all saw how that turned out. She ended up concocting some lie, getting Porsha to spread it, and the rest is history. The rest is history. She was a double agent. I guess Kandi said, she could lie about that. She could lie about anything. So, she don't want to be around her anymore. That's what she said on the Breakfast Club. If you don't quit licking me, leave me alone. So, you said maybe Kandi wasn't hiding his stuff. That's Todd's friend. Maybe, but I'm not saying Kandi hid it. Let me just not say that at all. But it was in their garage. Kandi knew it was in the garage. And Phaedra, I keep calling her Phaedra like Miss Lawrence. But Phaedra found out through a mutual friend of theirs who just happened to be over there during the Super Bowl party, who was like, you know, Phaedra, I'd like to buy that four-wheeler. And Phaedra's like, what four-wheeler? And then you found out your best friend got your husband who's in jail's four-wheeler in her garage. Wouldn't you feel some kind of way? Wouldn't you? I'm just saying. You said Phaedra sent the feds over there. Phaedra was holding a grudge. Therein lies the question. Like, how long is too long to hold a grudge? I know people move on. You know, your anger can eat you up. People like, you know, get rid of the anger because, you know, as long as people have moved on, that, you know, you not hurt no more or whatever the case may be. But if someone who is your friend stabs you in the back, or you perceive that they stabbed you in the back, they did nothing to make amends of it. They didn't apologize. They didn't explain. They didn't try to explain. They were simply like, fuck you. Or as Cynthia said, I don't give a damn. Then what, like what do you do? It's betrayal nonetheless, is it not? Do you just like, okay, we could be friends later? I don't know. People are like, that's not enough to break up a friendship. What is ever enough to break up a friendship? That's subjective. You would forgive, but I could never be friends with Phaedra again after that. For what? Exactly, Miss Tiger Lily. And therein lies my dilemma. Mr. Debonair asked me the question, would I ever be friends if somebody was to hit me up and be like, hey, I'm in Atlanta. Would you like to have a drink or something? Talk about it? Hell freaking no. After what? A year chasing somebody for court, another year chasing somebody for a garnishment, and another year, child, no, absolutely, positively not. And my reason for that would be because if that person really wanted to make amends, they would not A, be talking about me behind my back, B, they would have tried to pay something, or would have tried to at least, you know, have came to court or settled the situation before it even went that far. Like, who would want to forgive somebody like that? Hell freaking no. I can forget, but I won't forgive ever. No, and people get mad about that. Like, move on, get over. Hell no, I will not get over it. If my child, you don't know what my pockets was looking like. I was paying for a grown man to live. A grown man missed rent 3 damn months. And I am still to this day perturbed, pissed off, and I will talk about it every chance I get. Every single chance I get. If I can make a coin off of it, I'm going to keep talking. If people get mad about it, I'm going to keep talking about it. I don't care if they respond, if they don't respond. It is my experience. I don't care who gets mad about it, who makes videos saying Michelle is still talking about Junkie Dineva. I don't give a damn. You can call me Cynthia Bailey. I don't give a damn. I don't care. So, what are you saying? You said that's why, so why do you say Kandi holds grudges? Because she does, Saray. She does. And shit, so do I. Grudge holders, no grudge holders when they see him. I'm gonna look, you beef for me, we beef forever, child. We is beefing forever. Forever, ever. Especially, just like Kandi said today on The Breakfast Club. Kandi said, Phaedra hadn't even tried to apologize. She never said anything about it. Even during the reunion, she sat there quietly, didn't even try to dispute anything. And she said if it wasn't for Porsha, she gave Porsha the credit. She said if it wasn't for Porsha, nobody would have ever known the truth, that it was Phaedra who who started the lie. So that being said, when she said Phaedra never reached out and tried to apologize, that gave me, she felt like they were never friends, because a friend would have felt some kind of way, like, damn, I really did her wrong. Maybe we should talk. Maybe I should text her. Hell, it's been a year. Let me text her and see if she okay. That was really fucked up. You know, if I had the money, I would have paid it. Or if look, I'm diving back in my own dilemma. You know, if he had the money, he would have paid it. If maybe I shouldn't have lied on that girl. It was messed up. That could have ruined her brand. I'ma call and apologize. I'ma text her and say I'm sorry. She did not ever do that. That being said, why can't she hold a grudge? Why can't she say, I will never work with that person? I don't want to be around her. And like she said on the Breakfast Club, she said, I would rather not. She was like, I don't know what the future holds, but I would rather not. So she said, when Charlamagne asked her if she would ever work with Phaedra again, or if it was true that she said that she would quit or leave if Phaedra ever came back, Kandi said, technically, yes, that's true. So she didn't call headquarters and say it, but she said it. You said, Michelle, Kandi is a Taurus and we hold grudges. Okay, Stephanie, I am a Leo and I hold grudges. I hold grudges. I give people my last. I tell people everything they want to know. I help people however they want to be helped. But when it comes to the point where I think somebody has taken advantage of me, honey, all bets are off, honey. All bets are off. So I would like to hear from you guys. Do you think that, holding grudges is a bad thing? Is it not like self-preservation? You need to protect yourself? Because at some point, Kandi was like, she just didn't want it to happen again. The same thing with Nene. Nene was like, well, perhaps, her, she's done it before. There have been other situations where she felt like Cynthia wasn't being honest or trustworthy. Now here comes this, and it seems like this was the straw that broke the camel's back. So I don't know, again, there are some things that happen in my situation too, where I was like, oh, maybe he's just a clout chaser. Maybe he just want to know who I know. Maybe this, that, and the third. Oh, he needs somewhere to stay. Oh, I can help him. His credit bad. Yeah, it's all good. I know where he get his money. He'll pay me. And he didn't pay. So, of course, no, we were never friends. So when I talk about something like this, and you talk about best friends, foes forever, we will be foes forever. Foes forever. Let me see. Yeah, smash that like button. I lose respect for those who wrong me, family, friend, or acquaintance. Me too. Me too. Why should I respect somebody who don't respect me? And especially somebody who don't respect our friendship, our alleged friendship. Who deserves respect? Not that person. Kandi is washy. She likes that halfway dish it, but she draws back because she wants to be halfway about that lifestyle. Child, I don't know. All I know is when it comes to friends, there are some friends that are in your life forever. Those particular friends, you know who they are, because regardless of what they do, what happens, or how it happens, there's no malicious intent behind it. Especially if they make an effort to make amends. So, you look at certain situations. And you wonder, what could I have done differently, and what part did I have to play in it? Was I too nice? Was I too giving? Did I not notice the signs? Did I not see that this person was an opportunist? Did I not see that? Interesting. So, live and learn, you grow, you move on. Sometimes you move on and sometimes you do not, but as long as you learn from certain things and you can apply it to your everyday situation, I think it's a win-win for everyone. What y'all think? What do y'all think? I learned a whole lot in my situation. I learned never to rent to friends or family. I learned that because I know that people who feel like they, are close to you, are people who see what you buy and what you do and where you go, will count your pockets and will expect you to pay their way and to pay their roof over your head, and will expect you to do the things that they don't want to do themselves. So of course, there was a lesson to be learned. And I think there was a lesson to be learned on both sides. I really do. I really, really do. Hold on. Let me put this conference number in there. You say let Phaedra back on the show. Why should you let Phaedra back on the show? So she can lie about somebody else? I mean, I'm just saying. Kandi said that she feels like she would be emboldened to do it, at a better place. Once you lie and get away with it one time, the next time you do it, you're gonna lie even better. The next time you steal something, you might steal some candy or something. The next time you're gonna steal a candy bar, a Snicker. The next time you're gonna steal a bag of candy bars. Like, you get away with it too many times. Next thing you know, you're gonna be robbing a bank. I'm just saying, at what point do people need to be held accountable for the things that they do? Phaedra took a dumb risk as a lawyer. She definitely did. Let me call into this line, honey. Let me call in. I think y'all in there waiting. Hold on. Look what Kandi did this season, the puppet master. Yes, she was definitely the puppet master. Definitely.
Thank you. Joining the conference now. This free conference call is hosted by Conference Now.
Caller 3435, you are on the line.
What's going on, Michelle?
Hi. Who am I speaking with?
Mr. Debonair.
Were you holding on this phone?
Oh, yeah.
You was waiting for the Patreon to be here to be petty. Oh, Lord.
See, I'm mad at you. You already gave away my T-shirt. And you're going to rub it in my face by telling all these unpaid subscribers our business from the Patreon.
Oh, my God. I apologize. I didn't mean to do that. I thought I was giving you a shout-out for being the inspiration behind the topic.
All right. You
gave them the tea about the shirt.
Oh.
You
then
just
you
spilled
give it
tea.
to a person that wasn't even in the live. You're going to get a shirt out to somebody in the live. That's messed up.
Mr. Debonair, thank you so much for calling. What do you want to say about this topic?
No different. Oh, first I want to say you said you think you know who I am. Who you think I am?
I don't know. Your voice just sounds familiar. I don't know who you are. You just sound like somebody who's called before. And I don't think your name was Mr. Debonair back then.
No, it wasn't. I changed my name. But I talked to you once. I only called in once.
What's your name, Mr. Debonair, back then?
No.
Okay.
It was 10 different things.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I had called you one time about the Wanda and Cat Williams thing, and I think I was your last caller.
I just remember
I was
voices.
telling you like how.
Yeah, I remembered your voice.
Yeah, I was telling you how, every man ain't against you, we'll have your back, have eyes. I think I was your last caller.
Okay.
But yeah, I just think that forgiveness is for everybody on both ends. I done held grudges to people who have done things to me. And, I done mad at people, they wronged me and, I don't mess with them no more. But I done actually had people come back and apologize and it do something to you. When people wrong you, everybody is a bad person. You don't trust no one. But when that person come back and say, hey, I'm sorry, it changed your whole outlook. It take your weight off of you,
Well, that's the point. That's the point of an apology, especially if it's a genuine apology, which is why I can kind of understand where Kandi is coming from when she said that on the Breakfast Club. She was like, Phaedra didn't even apologize. She's never apologized. And we saw her sit up there and take the heat from Porsha as far as, you told me this, you sent the cease and desist, all of that. So it's like, if we know you did it and you sat there and you got caught in your lie and you didn't apologize to your so-called friend from doing all this underhanded stuff and manipulating the situation behind the scenes, then you're just the scum of the earth as far as I'm concerned, because you could do it again and again.
I mean, do apologies have a time limit? Do somebody got to apologize as soon as they wrong you? They have to come back and say, "Oh, I'm sorry," or
I don't think apologies have a time limit, but I do think a lot of times some things that you do that are the betrayal aspect of it, as long as the length of time that passes makes the betrayal seem bigger.
Right.
So I think that
I know it's different levels. There's different levels of betrayal. some things can seem like, okay, I never forgive this person. But there ain't nothing like, there's nothing back in you and, okay, for example, you and Funky Dineva, there's nothing in y'all past that y'all had good times that you cherish and you think back and say, oh, I had a good time, you know. I wonder how he doing, you know. I wonder where he at now, you know. I wouldn't mind seeing him in a better place and experience that with him, or I'm doing something that we talked about, that we said we was going to share, that I wish he was here.
We wasn't that kind of friends.
Late night conversations.
We wasn't that kind of friends.
Okay.
We met on the internet. He reached out to me in DM. So after I had posted a video of his on my site. So, you know, again, when you look back on things and you kind of see that people have an agenda, you know, his agenda was different from my agenda. I'm just happy-go-lucky Michelle. Hey, how you doing? You funny, yeah. And, you know, want to help people. His agenda was, you know, she got money. She this. She can help me, you know, I can live for free. I can eat for free. I can meet who she meet. You know what I'm saying? So, if once you realize those two agendas were different, no, I could never be friends with somebody like that.
Yeah. It's just that looking at y'all past, it seemed like y'all were really cool.
No, it seemed like we were cool because we were in the same field and y'all saw us out doing the same things. But outside this internet, I got real life friends that y'all have never seen. I got, you know, guys, girls, or whatever that y'all have never seen online. And people like, she ain't got no friends. But y'all don't know that because I don't show every aspect of my life. So that's why y'all think that I was so close with him, because he was doing, you know, the online stuff just like I was.
Right. So that was all that I had wanted to know. You talking about trying to draw stuff out of you. I was just curious to know.
No, it's all good. It's all good. You know, I give my Patreons what they want, honey. I am bought and paid for.
Right.
And you'll get a shirt one day, Mr. Debonair. You'll get a shirt one day. Just keep checking your email, honey. Just keep checking your email.
Well, you gave a shirt out to somebody 73, so I'm probably 743 or something.
I don't know. I only have 100 people on there.
Oh, okay.
So the odds are pretty much in y'all's favor at this point.
Okay. I want to give I don't really comment in the comment section until tonight.
Look, so he didn't get a shirt yet. I said keep checking. You keep checking too. I didn't say I was giving it to him. Don't be getting mad. See, Mr. Debonair, you getting people mad already.
Hey, y'all, I'm telling y'all now, y'all going to have to compete with Robert and Queen 73 for a T-shirt.
Queen 73 is the person who won the shirt.
Man, that person ain't been in no live. I ain't never seen that screen name.
How you know? This the first time you been in there.
No, I be in all your lives.
Oh, you do?
I just don't say nothing. I just don't comment.
Well,
no.
How you know she wasn't in all the lives too and wasn't saying nothing?
She was a true, what you call it, aliens, aliens. She would have been enough.
Where y'all at, Patreons? Put y'all aliens up. It's people in all the time that watch and do not chat. It was only like 20 of y'all in there chatting, but it's 115 or whatever patrons. So, you know, clearly people come and watch the replay. They might watch it tomorrow or whatever. So you can't just say, you know, just because she wasn't in the chat, she don't deserve it.
But yeah, I just want to shout out a couple of people in the chat. Robert. Who was Mima?
Mima, yeah. Okay. I know. What you mean, who was she? She called right after you did. Wakanda Forever, Lisa.
Who was that?
Wakanda Forever, Lisa, Mima, Puffy's mom, Andrea.
Wakanda
JT.
Forever, JT. Oh, they get real slick in the comments. Hey, I'm about to turn up.
Envy me greatly. So y'all done made friends now, huh?
Yeah, they cool. They had me in their last one. It was all love.
Yeah, it's all love. They gonna drag you though. You know, that's just our little initiation is to drag people in the chat. They be dragging me too. Princess AG, yep. Well, thank you so much, Mr. Debonair.
You're welcome. I just want to call in and clear my name up. It seemed like I was causing problems over there.
You still trying to be low key shady. I hear you. I hear you still trying to bring up stuff. Mm-hmm.
See, I ain't bring up Maddie. I ain't bring up nobody. I ain't bring up Bootsy. I just want to know about you. I just thought you and Funky Dineva had a different type of friendship.
You were wrong.
That was it.
Okay. If somebody I want to turn this over to you, okay? If you had a property, you allowed a friend to stay there, right? That friend,
right.
they was late periodically over the years or whatever, but at some point they just stopped paying you. Month after month,
Right.
they just stopped paying you. Kept saying, "I'm gonna pay you. I'm pay it all." This, that, and the third. Like, how would you feel? Would you feel like you've been taken advantage of if you know that they're making money and you see them going out spending all their money on alcohol and drugs? Like, how would you feel?
I'd be mad. I've been in a similar situation. Like when I saw your video when you did a tour after he moved out and there was feces everywhere and dog food and stains all on the wood. I had a friend that lived with me, and me, I like nice stuff. I like to dress nice. I buy every single Apple product that it is. So I had a really nice crib, and my apartment got robbed. Literally, I came home and I was like, damn, my place look empty. And I know I have clothes and shoes everywhere.
They stole your clothes and your
I
shoes.
like to keep a nice home. I come off a strip, take off my clothes, take off my sneakers. And me, I'm a sneakerhead. Like, I don't mind dropping $12, $13, $1,500 for some rare sneakers. And I came home, I was like, damn, my apartment, my voice echoing. And when I turned on my lights, everything gone. TV's off the wall.
Oh.
Laptops, entertainment center, every pair of sneakers that I had looked like I moved out. And come to find out, it was my homeboy who lived with me, his brother. And I found out he tried to pawn some of the TVs and the PlayStations that I had. And when I reported it, they caught him selling at the pawn shop.
Wow.
And I was mad, like I was gonna shoot both of them.
Mm-hmm.
But I kind of think, like, after time passed, I was like, and that's just material things. I can get all that stuff back. I lost a friend. The thing that really pissed me off, his brother never been to my place. He the only person. So if his brother been there, I was never home, or he set it up. But he came back this recently, and this was over 10 years ago. He came back and apologized. And it was sincere, like he was trembling and crying. And I had to forgive him because I held this hatred in my heart for anyone. I wouldn't even let family members live with me who was down and out. Because I'm afraid of getting robbed again for everything I worked hard for. And when he came back and apologized, like, hey, I'm sorry. And he didn't have to give a long explanation. He said he did, but I'm pretty sure he ain't going to say, yeah, I had my brother come in and rob you, But it made me feel better, and it made me look at people differently,
But that's the point. He came back. He made an effort. He came back, and you could tell he was sincere. There's a difference between that and just somebody who is just like, fuck it or whatever. You know what I mean? Still doing the same stuff. Still talking about you behind your back. Still cursing. So there's a difference between that, and I guess.
Michelle, when I tell you they robbed me, they took food out the refrigerator. Literally, they took my dirty drawers.
Were they on drugs or something? Like, what was going on with this situation? Like, was there something going on with him that he needed all your stuff in a hurry if he was living with you?
No, it was somebody. It was a homeboy. I knew him since childhood, and we were really cool. So we had no beef, no nothing. He paid his bills on time. It's just that when I got robbed, and I'm like, hey, I'm calling him like I got robbed. He didn't answer the phone. I ain't heard from him since the robbery.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Until him apologized about 2 years ago. And that was about over 10 years ago.
Wow.
That was like in 2009.
So do you forgive him? Would y'all still be friends today? Can y'all go kick it, have some beers, and like chop it up?
Oh, no, hell no. I mean, we could. We'll adapt it up, I was so mad. I told him, like, bruh, you could be with your kids, you could be with your grandma, you could be with your mama. Like, we going to jail or we gonna die. Somebody gonna die. Like I work hard. Like it was that serious.
But that's the point. It's like you work hard for your stuff, and I get it. It's material things, and things can be replaced. But when somebody betrays you, especially somebody you know or somebody that you have trusted your stuff and your possessions with, decides that it's okay to just take your possessions, that just seems to be a level of disrespect. In that regard, it's like you don't even respect me enough as a person to be a friend. Right. So if you'll go above and beyond to steal from me, to lie on me, to do all these different things, and I've only done what I can to help you, like how is there any coming back from that?
Right. But I think of it like this. That one moment overshadowed all the good times we had. And I was like, hey, I don't care about his well-being. If he was to die, I wouldn't cry. And now, being that we didn't have this conversation and we didn't talk to him, apologize, I wouldn't want to see that man dead. He was like a brother to me.
Yeah.
Like, if Funky Dineva died, would you care? Like, would you feel any sorrow? Would you cry?
I can't say that I would. Only because he wasn't that kind of friend. Like, I know in my heart who my real friends are and who they have always been. And my real friends were my friends then, they my friends now. That wasn't a friend. That was somebody who came in my life to teach me a lesson. And trust me, I learned it. So, whether he lives, dies, whatever, it's of no consequence to me. Because right now, he's not a part of my world.
Right. And back to the Housewives things, like Nene and Cynthia call each other sisters and brothers, like me and my homeboy call each other brothers. Mm-hmm. Even though everybody pretty much knew what was going on, but I would never badmouth them, like how Nene go on this campaign and basically put in the atmosphere that this person ain't deserving of a job. Mm-hmm. I couldn't do that. I wouldn't say that, because he done me wrong, he deserving of not to work. Maybe he deserving to have all his shit taken, but him not to work, not to eat, that you a scumbag, and they not even on their level. That they mad about a mutual friend, about them being friends with somebody who one of the friends don't like, and then that'll piss you off enough to go around on this campaign to try to destroy your sister.
But aren't they both going around on the campaign? So if Cynthia's going around on the campaign and Nene's going around on the campaign, like, where's the friendship? If they both on the same page.
Yeah. Nene's on a little vicious. Cynthia ain't trying to stop Nene back. She ain't saying, she ain't deserving to be on that show. She picking on me for a storyline. Girl in a relationship happy. You say, she's being insecure. Like those little personal jabs, like saying, hey, is you saying these things out to me because as sisters, we done had a conversation. I say, hey, man, I'm insecure about something, and you turn around and put it out for millions of people to judge me because you know something that they don't know, Yeah. You trying to stop my bag. Nene way is just a little bit more malicious and loud.
Well, I think Cynthia has said some malicious things too now. I think they both bear some responsibility when it comes to this, because Cynthia called Nene selfish, said she was toxic, all kind of things. So I think they both, are bumping heads. But I don't think that they will not be friends again. I do think that there's a chance that they can recover from this. I don't know how, but I do.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be the same. Especially this Nene's second time to put out there that Cynthia don't need to have no job. She boring, and that's crazy. I never do that to someone I call a brother or sister. Not to that effect to a stranger. Yeah, somebody on the street and they say something crazy to me. I'm like, man, they're a bad person, but someone that I had a real deep, intimate relationship with, like, I wouldn't dare do that. That's nasty.
Well, we'll have to just wait and see when it comes to them two. Well, thank you, Mr. Debonair, for your input. As always, you so petty. I get it.
All right, let me get off the line. I know they talking shit in the chat room. So you know how it is. So I'm pretty sure Rob will up next.
They all are. Bye. Caller 3343. Hello.
Hi, Michelle.
Hi.
It's Andrea.
Hey, Andrea.
Yeah, Michelle.
Uh-oh.
Now, Michelle, was you and Funky Dineva, I think you should have kept that relationship as a business relationship, and then he moved in your house. It should be strictly business. If you didn't pay your rent, you get evicted. .com. And I won't feel bad because you evicted his ass. Okay. And back to Kandi and Phaedra. Kandi was wrong for leaving Apollo. That is Kandi's house. Before time moving that house, she owned it, and she was wrong for moving Apollo shit in that house and then tell her girl Phaedra. That's why Phaedra was upset and made her mad. And you know what? My ex-husband cheated on me. It took me 10 years to forgive him because I had to go to a therapist because I wanted to stab his ass, okay? And the therapist told me the whole time that you've been mad as an angry black woman, you've been putting yourself in jail, and he's not being in jail. So I had to forgive him because we got 2 kids that we share. And so I'm not mad with him no more. Okay. I'm happy he got a new wife. I praise the Lord every day that he take care of his kids, and I'm good. But I'm like Kandi. If Cynthia betrayed me as she did Nene, I'm like Cardi B. We gonna be forever.
So you don't think it's a chance
forever.
for Nene and Cynthia to make amends? You don't think so?
I would never be friends with that girl. I would tummy with her. And when it's time to film, I will be her co-worker, and we gonna be forever. Cause and like Nene said when she told Andy a couple seasons ago, she's boring and she should be fired. Okay, we're gonna be forever.
Ooh, okay, all right, Andrea, you better calm down over there. Well, thank you, honey.
Yes. Okay, bye.
All right, bye. Woo, we got Anonymous on the line now. Y'all. Ooh, Anonymous, what you got to say? Nothing.
Hello?
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 Hello? Hello?
Yes.
Hello? Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, good. Good evening, Michelle. I'm a good friend of yours.
Good evening. Who am I speaking with?
Free from Los Angeles, California.
Hello, all the way from LA. How you doing?
Good. Now, I just wanted to call in and chime in. I have to disagree with you about Kandi now.
Uh-oh.
And we know she holds a grudge because she held a grudge against her singing group for years about them telling the truth about her.
She does hold grudges.
And then I think that what people forget is all the shit her Mammy Joyce did, her toddler did.
Not the man.
All these people did things to Phaedra before she ever did anything or told a lie that we never heard her tell or allegedly.
Uh-huh.
I mean, her mama was down to the divorce attorneys. She was talking about somebody going to blow her the F up. They took that story and ran with that, which was a lie.
Mm-hmm.
Tyler's mammy died. He's all on the reunion, cussing Phaedra out like she had a tail. And they were friends at this time over that videotape that he didn't deliver.
Mm-hmm.
Kandi told all her personal business because, like you said, they were friends.
Mm-hmm.
And she put her on blast on national television.
About not taking the kids to visit Apollo? And
about Mr. Chocolate or whatever.
Oh,
okay.
okay.
She was happy when, you can wait for Apollo to go.
Ooh, you bring it back.
They did
okay.
all of that. So how is Kandi going to sit there and act like, oh, I'm so innocent, I'm the victim, like Porsha said, victim Kandi.
Mm-hmm.
You did all that to that girl.
I think over the course of the years, I think it just got to the point where this was the opportunity for Kandi to get the upper hand, because I feel like throughout, ever since the whole Apollo situation happened, the Mr. Chocolate, like you said, the situation where they had Apollo's things in the garage, there was always this big tug of war between the two of them. Like they were like bumping heads. And I remember doing posts saying I felt like Kandi was riding the fence when it came to their friendship. Like either you a friend or you ain't. Like make up your mind. So I I feel like, they both held grudges in some regards for whatever reason, and they both were battling each other, and it just so happened that the big lie that Phaedra had, just came back to bite her in the butt. Not to say that
but then look
Kandi
at this.
wasn't doing that.
They did that to Phaedra when she was at her lowest point on national television. I mean, like, sometimes you got to consider yourself. Now, you're on national television getting judged. You got your husband acting a fool with a insane lunatic by the name of Kenya. Then you have your husband is going to prison, and you got your friend's mammy on national television saying you need to be in jail too. You got to raise these two sons who, Ty, by the way, and Apollo are such good friends, but you want to sit up and cuss the mother of his children out, and then you're going to take a nice salary check away from her so that she can raise her boys. That's low down.
And then block her return, allegedly.
Pardon me?
And then block her return, allegedly.
Correct. Allegedly. And so then she told a lie that somebody told her that she told Porsha, which we all know that she wasn't true. Nobody believes that. I mean, really, how many people really ran with that? Kandi turned that into a big deal. Because when Porsha told her, she laughed about it. And then she saw an opportunity. And then rode Porsha and Phaedra on their back all the way down to the OLG restaurant, all the way down to the dungeon tour. She's still riding. She all on Breakfast Club now talking about what Phaedra, she need to be canceled. Phaedra ain't said nothing. Why are you still on this?
Because Phaedra had an opportunity to come back. And I feel like Phaedra had a really good opportunity to come back because Nene pretty much set her up in motion. They invited her to the birthday party. They was taking pictures, invited her to Andy's baby shower, all of that. But Phaedra messed it up. And now it's like people are like, this is what I heard allegedly. They saying, don't post Phaedra, don't do this for, don't talk about Phaedra. They're telling the other ladies this. So they're pretty much banned from even mentioning Phaedra when it comes to, the show anymore. Because if you remember, after Nene posted that with them together, do you remember Phaedra started doing a lot of press after that? So she was using that to her benefit because she went on Sister Circle and she did some other things. She went on some red carpets and some other things. And I feel like she used that as her opportunity to like push this narrative that she might be coming back. But again, she's not coming back. So that's why they've been like kind of like banned to like not talk about her, not, post her and stuff like that.
Okay, let me ask you some professional questions now, because you do know you are, what kind of degree you got in RHOA?
I got a PhD in RHOA.
Okay, let me ask you some PhD questions if you don't mind.
Uh-oh. Let me put my hat on. Where my hat?
If Phaedra had a contract when they allegedly fired her, do you think she'd been sitting and getting Bravo checks for for the year after all this happened that she wasn't on the show? You think she was still getting paid?
Wait a minute. No, she wasn't getting paid. Phaedra wasn't getting no money.
Okay. Even if she had a contract, you don't think she was getting paid?
Phaedra had a contract. What did she have a contract at?
I mean, it seems like some of the ladies have a contract for years or a couple of years.
Phaedra's was over, and she wasn't asked back. So, no, she's not getting paid.
Okay, so that's
she had a non-compete for a year, which is why when that non-compete was up, that's when she went on WeTV with the Braxtons.
Okay, so you don't think she got a salary or her old salary or whatever? She wasn't under contract necessarily.
She wasn't.
Okay. And then do you think, now, this is what I've heard allegedly on the streets and these YouTube streets and whatnot, that executives or the production company, they look and see what the people's comments are and so forth. So you have all these blogs and yourself, where they go into your comment sections and they see what the fans want to see. And so the fans are saying, bye Kandi, we want Phaedra back.
But they say bye Cynthia. They've been saying Cynthia's bored for the past 3 years. You see Cynthia still there. They say every year get rid of Nene, but Nene's still there. So I think they don't. I don't think what the fans have to say about people coming and going is absolute. What I do think they take into consideration about the fans are about where the storylines are going and what they would like to see. You know what I'm saying? Because there's certain things you see moving in the comment section, like Peter might come back to get Cynthia, or, just little stuff like that where, know, then you might see that happen. You know what I'm saying? So it's been certain things. I can't think of nothing in particular, but there's been certain things that you notice, and then it's all of a sudden, here come, I don't know, Kenya showing up at the party. I'm just using that as an example. But, there's certain things about the story that, they'll allow y'all comments to sway, but I don't think that has anything to do with who's coming and who's going, even though we would like it to.
Now, what more your fans would be so patient with me? Are they going in on me in the comments?
Not yet. You good.
Okay. Well, that's very patient. Thank you guys very much. This question, too. Now, do you think, because you got your PhD now, how this game goes, do you think that they really are having Porsha, Nene, even Kandi out there dropping these little Phaedra situations and telling Kandi to say, I'm going to leave, and telling Nene to tell everybody she going to leave if Phaedra comes back, so that they can develop a storyline to bring Phaedra back, even though you say she ain't coming back now because she blew that by running her mouth or whatnot? Do you think that was kind of like suspect a little bit, that that's where they were going with that? Because I don't trust them.
No. I honestly feel that Nene was being shady as hell when she invited Phaedra to the birthday party, because she was just, messing with Kandi, because she knew Kandi and Cynthia were in an alliance with Kenya. So her thing is, if y'all can bring Kenya back, I can bring Phaedra back. So she started like posting, you see what I'm saying? Posting Phaedra, which was kind of like what they were saying in the comments. And certain, so she was getting a buzz.
And then she went to her birthday party.
Yeah, I was at the birthday party. So
her birthday party.
Yes, and that's where she got that whole line from, you don't fuck with me and I don't fuck with you, because she heard Phaedra say it to me when we was at the Crab Shack. And I talked about it on live, and Nene shady as hell, she went and recorded that, but she didn't give me my credit for it either, or Phaedra her credit. But yeah, yeah, but me and Phaedra, I keep calling her Phaedra. It's a habit now. But me and Phaedra, allegedly, I guess we beefing. I didn't know we was beefing, but Phaedra said we was beefing. So I guess she don't fuck with me and I don't fuck with her. So.
Oh my.
That's what I said. Can you imagine speaking to somebody and saying hello? That's why I'm like, if y'all had cameras following me on the daily, y'all would be cracking up. But can you imagine just being somewhere, eating your crabs, being fancy free, and you see Phaedra, and I know Phaedra, she represented me in court a couple of times, and I was like, hey, Phaedra, and she was like, you don't fuck with me, I don't fuck with you. And I literally like, what? It was funny to me. I was just like, what?
She is funny. She's a funny Scorpio.
But she meant it. It was like she meant that when she said that. And I was like, oh, okay. You ain't gonna embarrass me no more. Let me go over here, take my crab legs and go.
Oh, so she's probably real mad at you right there.
It's all good. She can stay mad. Everybody mad at me. When I tell you, every season somebody is mad at me. Kandi been mad at me. Cynthia been mad at me. Nene been mad at me. Porsha blocked me. She been mad at me. Kenya ain't never liked me. She always been mad. So every season is something. So I don't mind, because my thing is, I would be less than genuine if I didn't tell y'all how I feel about certain things. The relationship with Will was fake, or I feel like Peter might be back, or I feel like Nene and Greg was fake divorce. You know what I'm saying? So I would be less than genuine.
Well, that's part of your success, though. That's part of your success.
Yeah.
That's why you.
And they know I'm real. That's the point. So how you gonna get in your feelings by something I'm seeing on TV? That's why, when y'all talk about Nene my fave and all that, cause she know the deal. Like I can talk about her like a dog, cause she just gonna laugh and just move on. You know what I'm saying? Cause it's TV.
Exactly.
It is what it is.
And she understands that the more you talk and the more you say her name, the bigger her check, the bigger her opportunities.
What people hate more than anything is indifference. I keep telling y'all that. That's why I'm like, I don't care if y'all thumbs up or thumbs down. I just want a reaction. Love me or hate me. Just don't ignore my ass. Just don't. Right. Hey, JB, thank you. JB said, you don't F with me and I don't F with you. I need that on a t-shirt. You don't fuck with me and I don't fuck with you. But yeah. So,
I appreciate you taking the call. I think you are wonderful. You're a Renaissance woman.
Thank you.
You are our Oprah.
Oh.
And I love.
That's a compliment. I wish I was Oprah. No, I love being me, but I just want some Oprah money. Like, I don't know what kind of problems Oprah got, so I ain't gonna step in her shoes, but I want her money.
I'm saying as far as our avenue into open discussion.
Yes,
And
definitely.
good topic.
Yes.
How about that?
Yeah, I take it. I take the compliment,
Okay,
period.
that's an Oprah. We'll take that part of Oprah.
I take all the Oprah, honey. I don't care. I'm just, I'm just shaded like that. But thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
All right, I'm going to go in the comments and put my aliens up.
Yes, definitely.
Have a
Put
good
y'all's
night.
aliens up. Thank you so much, Anonymous.
Thank you for your patience. Bye.
All right, good night. 7850. I know who you are. Hello.
Hi, Michelle. It's Robert from Twitter. How are you?
Hi,
today?
Robert from Twitter.
So let me take out my gum, and I won't be long, but I want to
Your
sort
gum.
of paint a bit of a narrative, right?
Okay.
So do you remember season 6 of The Real Housewives of Atlanta? That was the season that Porsha and Kenya got into the altercation, right?
Okay. I don't know. What, when she dragged her on the...
Well, yeah, no, it wasn't.
Hello?
Go ahead. Like, I know there's a lag.
Are you
so
listening
now
to
I'm
me
trying
or
to
are you
do a
listening to the
text
phone? Robert, turn the computer down and listen to the phone.
Michelle, I'm not even on the computer. I'm in my living room. I'm literally, I have you on speakerphone on my phone, so I can't even see anything. So I'm telling you, like, there's a lag on the phone. It's like when you try to talk, I talk, or vice versa. Like, I'm not being funny about that. Like, I'm literally in my living room. My computer is on my bed.
Okay. Go ahead.
So anyway, what I was saying was The Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 6, Porsha and Kenya got into an altercation. That was the season, if y'all remember, Nene said to Phaedra and Kandi that Kenya was going to try to get in between that friendship. I don't know why a lot of people don't remember that, but I think that was Kenya's goal, and it happened because after that season, Kenya made a concerted effort to play divide and conquer between Kandi and Phaedra. She used Apollo to do that, right? So fast forward to now, Porsha was on The Breakfast Club, and one of the hosts asked Porsha, should Phaedra come back? And she kind of looked, evasive, and she said, yes, I think Phaedra should come back because she has a story to tell, or she needs to have these, conversations. And I think it was Charlemagne the God who said, well, will that be comfortable for her? And she said, well, none of these conversations are comfortable, but we're on reality TV. And I say that to say, like, I think a lot of times people use the word friend too loosely because they are not friends. They're coworkers, they're colleagues. They build, many alliances to stay on reality TV. And I think that that's one of the reasons that they fall out so much because, like, you are fond of saying you've never lost a friend. You've never lost a friend because your friends are your friends and they haven't betrayed you, right? So I think we use the word friend too loosely. Like, you've lost associates along the way, but I don't think you've lost a friend. And my last comment is we all need to teach people how to treat us. And so that's all I have to say. And now I'm going back into my room so I can look at the chat.
Oh, thank you so much, Robert. You are always such a joy. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
All right, goodbye. Hold on. 0268, hello.
Hello, is
Hi.
that me?
Yes, that's you.
Hi, it's Mima.
Hey, Mima.
Hi. I was just gonna say, we first of all, Mr. Debonair, we love you too, with all your petty shades and
Yes,
stuff.
Mrs. Debonair.
So we
Mr.
love
Debonair
you.
be throwing shade for real, don't he? He be thinking I don't catch it. I caught it. I catch it all.
But we love it.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna comment. I know, like you was talking about, how sometimes friends you have to forgive and then move on or singing stuff and don't forget. But sometimes people forget also that, everybody forgives at their own time.
Mm-hmm.
It might take somebody maybe like an hour or maybe a day or month, but some other people might take, months or year, depending on the issue. So, whatever happened between you and Funky or between Nene and Cynthia, like you said, it's also the degree of friendship.
It's also the degree of betrayal too. Is there any type
degree of betrayal?
Yeah, is there any type of betrayal you think that you could never forgive someone for?
A level of betrayal. Yeah, there is. It's like, not that I'm not going to forgive you, but you're just not going to exist for me anymore. Mm-hmm. That's where I am. It's either, there's no middle for me. It's either I love you, and I like you sometimes, but, I don't love you at all. There's no middle for me.
Are you just kind of indifferent? You're indifferent to their
exactly.
existence. Like,
okay. It's like, you don't exist for me, that's it. That's it. I'm cutting you off. There's no I'll see you. I might say hi. I'm not saying, but you don't exist. And sometimes I hate that about me, but that's how I am. That's how I protect myself, and that's how I protect my heart.
Yeah.
Because I've been betrayed so many times, and at some point it's like, why am I putting myself through this? Because some people learn, even though they come and ask for forgiveness, but they're just are they doing that to really get your friendship back, or is there benefit behind it?
Yeah, just like they say, some apologies aren't even for you, it's for them to make themselves feel better for the betrayal that they did for you. So it just depends on, if you're willing to accept the apology, or if you're willing to, move past whatever you feel that betrayal is.
Mm-hmm. So that's the thing. It's like, because some people just think like, oh no, there's like this, it's the same level for everybody. No, that's why we're different. We're different people. Mm-hmm. We have, different DNA. We have different, everything. And so everybody doesn't have to follow the same line of forgiveness.
True.
I might forgive you, and, some people I can forgive you the next day. And some people just like, it's not even worth forgiving you.
So do you think either these ladies will ever come back from their broken friendships, the whole Kandi and Phaedra situation, or the Cynthia and Nene situation? Because it seems like both of these people are like irretrievably broken, or it just seems that way. I don't know if it is or isn't.
Between Nene and Cynthia, we've seen it before, and Nene said, oh no, I'll never forgive Cynthia. Then we saw them coming back again. You know what I mean?
Remember, she did it to Marlo too.
I don't know.
She said she would never forgive Marlo, and you see how tight they are.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I just know if she really means it this time, maybe this level of betray is different. Because this one, I think I saw her being more hurt than she was, the first time when the one getting along. So this one might be different. She might not forgive her because this was like on TV, and then she basically betrayed her for something that was so silly.
Yeah. Something
that didn't make any sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I feel like it'll be like a surface level forgiveness where he will still be holding a grudge and waiting to get her back at some point.
I think so too. I think so. This shows. I think that's what's gonna be. You're right about that. Mm-hmm. Between Kandi and Phaedra, I don't know. I don't think Kandi will ever forgive Phaedra. Maybe after 30 years. Look what she did to
Escape. Yeah, it was 25 years. It sure was. And I don't even think she fully forgave them.
I don't even think she has forgiven them, really. Mm-hmm. I think it's just the money. Mm-hmm. Seriously. I don't think she has forgiven them.
Right.
The two sisters,
right.
I think they're just doing it for the money because, they're making money now and it's looking good. And we know Kandi about money.
Right.
So I
think that was it.
I don't know. So I don't think... Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just saying, I think that was it. The money, because it's like now she got her dungeon tour. Where's Escape? What is Escape doing?
Nothing. Basically nothing. And then she's getting more publicity, and they got all these awards and stuff like that. You know, without those two sisters, I don't think they'll be doing as well as, you know, they would have if it was just her and Tiny.
Right.
They needed a whole, you know, everybody, basically.
And then Tiny talking about going solo.
Oh, she is?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
We'll see.
Wow. Well, we'll see. But I don't see her and Phaedra getting back together. And between her and I guess and Porsha, Porsha shouldn't trust. She shouldn't trust that friendship. I'm scared for her because I don't think that Kandi has really forgiven her.
Yeah, I don't think Candy's forgiven her either. I think she,
no.
You know, it's just bubbling under the surface. Because even at the reunion, when Porsha was like, "Can we clarify, you know, where we at in the truce?" I don't know that they are really, you know, there yet.
Yeah, back there. And then Kandi might just be doing whatever she's doing for the alliances, but besides that, I don't really see the friendship going anywhere.
Right.
Because we can see her with her real friends. They're usually outside, the people that she takes pictures with, or, you know, but everybody else, I just think she does it, you know, to do the show, and then that's it.
Right. Well, thank you, Mima, for your input. I appreciate you.
Well, thank you for taking my call.
All right. See you over on the Patreon for the after party. I was supposed to be there at 12, but we ran over. So as soon as I finish this, I'll be over there for our hangout, if y'all want to.
Okay. Okay. We'll see you.
All right. Bye. Caller 0699. Hello.
Hi, Michelle. Can you hear me?
Yes. Who am I speaking with?
This is Elle from Georgia.
Hi, Elle.
Hi. Before I say what I'm going to say about the topic, I want to say that I think you are wonderful. I'm so happy for you. Glad to see that you're doing your thing.
Thank you.
And, you know, you have your platform and elevating yourself from these YouTube streets and all the drama. And I'm just very happy for you. I'm glad to see Black women taking control and doing more and better for themselves. I love it.
Thank you so much.
But on the topic of betrayal, for me, it's all about boundaries and self-preservation. Not everyone is supposed to be forgiven. You have to consider, what are their intentions in the first place? Why did this happen? What malice and ill will is in their heart for them to do this to me? And you just can't have everyone in your space. Some people just need to not be there. They can't be forgiven.
Right.
So for me, personally, I set up boundaries. I don't hold grudges. I set up boundaries. If I make the determination that you have no business in my life, I'm done with you. I'm not waiting around for an opportunity to get you back, to get revenge or anything like that. I don't want anything to do with you. I don't want to see you. I don't give a damn whether or not you're alive or dead. I don't want anything to do with you.
There you go.
So that's how it is for me, because it's all about keeping the good. Because I'm in my 20s, but I strongly believe in you have to constantly filter out the people around you.
Right.
Meaning keeping the good, filter out the bad.
Right.
And I'm at a point in my life where I have a zero tolerance for bullshit.
Me
so
too.
That includes David.
Me too. Well, you
just have to. It's so important to have this zero tolerance, because there's so much better in life to experience and so much better in life to deal with than to have just a bunch of negativity and, you know, having to worry about if this person in your space has a dagger in your back. And who needs that?
Yes.
Who needs that? So
and
when it
you
comes
have
to
to
betrayal,
realize
it's one and done, because...
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, you know what? I forgot. Go ahead.
You were about to say about betrayal. I'm sorry to interrupt you. I'm so sorry. I have a bad habit.
Oh, no. Because I was on a train of thought, and you said something I forgot. I was going to say, when it comes to betrayal, if they're a real one, it does not happen.
Mm-hmm.
It just does not happen, period. If that person really does not have ill will towards you and they don't have malice in their heart towards you, certain things just don't happen. Like, their character just doesn't fall to that level. They don't debase themselves to do certain things to you.
Right.
And it's raising that level of self-awareness and your discernment and just constantly filtering people out. And, you know, it doesn't have to be holding a grudge, because it's like, for me, the word no is the most powerful word in my vocabulary. I had to learn, because I was the type of person that would keep giving people the benefit of the doubt.
Me too.
Constantly giving people second, third, fourth chances. And with each chance, they showed me why I never should have gave them another chance to begin with. So it's
and
like,
then you start
that trial
questioning
and
your
error,
own
you know?
sanity. It's like, is something wrong with me that I keep falling? If I keep falling for the okie doke, like what the hell?
Look, let me tell you this. I'm a fellow Leo, so I know all too well about having a big heart and giving everybody a chance. But it's like, people take advantage of that. They really do. They're like, oh, well, she did this for me, or she's, you know, opening up herself to me. Would you let me see what else I can get?
Right.
And it's like, no.
Right, and then
So,
you have to
we just have
remember
to
that
constantly...
people come into your life, and I just typed it in the chat, for a reason, season, or a lifetime. So there are some people who are just there to teach you lessons,
because I tell you,
that will
some of the
get you to the next
experiences I've
place.
had. Exactly. Because some of the experiences that I've had taught me that there was a boundary somewhere that I needed to have up, and I didn't. So it's like, you can still be your genuine self, your given self, your warm self, and keep filtering out the bullshit.
Right.
The things that don't belong in your space, just keep filtering, and that's how you keep yourself on the up and up. Because these people with like dark intentions and malice in their hearts and ill will, they will drag you down, and they're in some dark pit.
Right.
Like, there's no bottom to what they will do. Like, for example, with the situation with Kanye Phaedra, that was a really dark thing that she did, and you don't want to see what more can happen in a situation like that. So it's just, gotta cut it off. Nobody wants to get caught in that kind of cycle, and you know, that kind of thing. It's just.
I agree. Well, thank you so much for your input. Are you over on the Patreon? We're gonna do a Google Hangout on Patreon tonight.
I'm not on there yet. I'm barely on YouTube, but I definitely want to get on the Patreon, because I want to support you. I love everything that you're doing. I applaud you. And
I appreciate y'all over here, but we on the Patreon, we could just speak a little bit more freely, because you know, over here, as soon as I say something, they be like flat.
Exactly, and I was seeing, and that's another thing too. That's another thing I wanted to say with us. You know, it's wonderful that we are making more exclusive platforms, because we don't need to have everybody having access to us if they don't appreciate it.
Right.
I'm just going to go ahead and say that.
Right.
So keep doing your thing, and the people that want to be over there, they'll be over there.
Exactly.
And the ones who want to sit over here and hate will stay over here and hate.
Exactly. Or they can pay to hate, like they've been doing over there too. They've been paying to hate every month. Then they fall off on the first. Then they realize they ain't hating enough. They come back every month. We were just talking about it. I'm like, about 50 people fell off. Why they fall off? Because they got tired of flagging my account, and didn't nothing happen. They was flagging my. We was looking at Being Mary Jane before it came out. Do you know somebody flagged me? And I'm like, what?
Exactly.
But anyway.
Exactly. So it's like, they ain't got to worry about it anymore.
Exactly. Well, thank you so much.
All right. Well, thank you so much.
All right. Thanks for calling.
Thank you for taking my call.
All right. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Well, you guys.
You are currently the only person in this conference.
That was the last. I took all the calls. I'm so proud of myself. I would be remiss if I didn't mention, over on the website, there are several new posts and stories. A lot of things went on today that we didn't talk. This was pretty much about a particular topic. We were talking about betrayal today. How much betrayal does it take for you never to forgive again? Like, are you best friends forever or forever foes? I don't know. But Eva announced that she is expecting her third child. She released a baby bump picture. That is over on the site. We talked about that. It's cute. She drew a little smiley face on her belly with a straw going to a smoothie, and she's drinking a smoothie. That's her picture. She's pregnant with her third child. She is about 4 months, a little bit over 4 months pregnant. We also talked about Cynthia Bailey and her quest for a wedding dress. Cynthia Bailey posted this, and she tagged the boutique. She was like, so many dresses, so little time. So I was like, you know, Cynthia posts every damn thing, everything we see Cynthia at the damn kissing Mike, the awkward kisses. We see the awkward hugs and handholds. We see the dates. We see the flowers he buy. We see everything, but we ain't seen no damn proposal. Why we didn't see the proposal? Why we ain't seen the ring shopping or the ring? We haven't seen that. She shares everything. We skipped all that. But again, I digress. Congratulations to Cynthia if it's true, honey. If it's true. But I smell some stunts and shows. I smell stunts and shows. Can you smell it? I smell it. But anyway, also, we talked about this over on the Patreon. Peter Thomas released this, the picture. Oh, it's got all the tags up there. I was talking about the tags because I'm like, Peter, why you tag me in this? He posted a picture of Kandi and Todd hugging and basically said, he salutes them for pimping the system. And I'm like, let me read these context clues really quickly. Peter Thomas said, wow, I can't express in words how much I love and admire Kandi and Todd relationship. You guys defined the term ride or die. This is how you go on television and pimp the game and never let the game pimp you. I am without a doubt your biggest fan. Keep killing them. Nothing but love, black excellence. So I'm like, pimp the system. I always said I don't think Cynthia and Peter are divorced, and I feel like Peter gonna be back next season. Did I say that already? I don't know. Maybe it's just wishful thinking. But I'm like, he's like just shouting out them for pimping the system. Is he saying that Cynthia isn't doing a good job of pimping this system with these fake boyfriends she been having? I just ask the questions. Don't at me. What he talking about, Nita? I don't know. I was trying to figure out too, what is the context clues in this situation? But again, I digress. There's also some other stories over on Straight from the A, like Rise B got, arrested for beating up his girlfriend, child. Them people who've been molested and stuff, they really be harboring deep resentment. He need counseling. He already in his feelings about what happened to him, allegedly with Chris Stokes and Marcus Houston. He has never recovered from it. Rise B actually quit the B2K tour early because he saw Chris Stokes and Marcus Houston backstage and he felt threatened. Whew. Well, apparently, I don't know. He beat up his girlfriend. A caller saw them. The 911 call is over on the site. He strangled her, something. But again, I digress. There's even more over there to read over on the Straight from the A.com. Y'all know I do it all. Let me put my Godfather music on. We headed over to the Patreon for the after party. We doing a hangout tonight. So if you are a member of the Patreon, you missed the t-shirt giveaway. I gave it to Queen 73. Where is Queen 73? She is around somewhere. I sent her an email. She hasn't responded yet. But Queen 73 won a shirt, won the giveaway over on Patreon. Ooh, that's loud. My bad. Yeah, so we're going to go over there. We're going to have a hangout. We're going to chat a little bit. The topic is open, I assume. We can just talk about the drama like we always do. We always find something to talk about. I won't be on for too long. I'm hoping it's going to be like about a little 30-minute hangout over there. So if you are a member, please come on over. How do you join? Go to patreon.com/IamATLien. There are several tiers. You got to be in at least the $5 tier to participate in the live stream. The $10 tier have access to the replays, and there are other tiers that gets you free gifts and other things. So yes, thank you so much, RHOA Hot Tea. I appreciate you. Thank you, Chef Disaster. All the mods in the house. I think was here earlier. He's probably gone now. I will see y'all over on the Patreon. Thank you, NMO. I enjoyed you guys. Just, if you in here right now, like this video, subscribe to this channel, click the notification bell. Also, if you are watching the replay, don't forget to leave your comment down below and let me know about betrayal and what is your level of betrayal? How much betrayal is too much? like can you forgive someone after they stab you in the back? Can you be like, oh, you sorry, we good, okay, let's go back out for drinks, well, let's be friends again, honey, let's be friends. Let me tell you my deep dark secrets after you done leaked our phone conversations online. Can you ever forgive somebody for doing you like that? Put your conversations, your text messages. Woo! I don't know. I can't. I told you, we beefing. You beef with me, we beef forever. Forever and ever, never, 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 never. And if I want to talk about it, I'm going to talk about it. Because guess what? We ain't friends no more, so I'm not breaching no confidence. You better be glad about the things I don't say. Y'all know I said that about being a blogger. It's not about what I say. It's about the things that I keep. It's about the secrets that I keep. It's about the confidences that I have made. So even with the people whose friendships have broken up, it's not about what I say about them. Because y'all think I be dragging. I ain't dragged yet. It's about what I haven't said.